Today I'll be talking about how much a amateur YouTuber like me can make. My channel is Alex Dude. I've been doing it since 2012 and I'm not really good at it, and that's why I call myself an amateur. Um, let's see if I can go to the next page. Like I said, I've been doing it since 2012 and I currently have 8,823 subscribers, and here's my last 28 days of statistics. I average around 147,000 views, 2,900 hours of watch time, and in the last 28 days, $541 of revenue. Uh, YouTube and the system that puts ads onto YouTube, AdSense, is probably based on two things. One is subscribers, and the other thing is views. So as you gain more subscribers, you're more likely to have advertisers pay more expensive ads onto your videos. And likely, if you can get a video that gets a lot of views, then maybe that alone will allow you to make more money on that video. There's more better analytics, but this is just a regular person's perspective, my own personal perspective of doing this for the past 8 years. And so what I'm going to be talking more about is this thing called RPM. That it's a magical number in YouTube that says how much money you make per thousand views of your YouTube video. It's called revenue per mille. If I go here to my analytics page, this is my Alex Dude analytics page, and for the past 28 days, I believe. Wait, let me do last September. In September, these were my statistics, and if I click over to revenue, I can click on RPM, and it tells me during that month I was making around $3.50 per thousand views on my YouTube videos. And so that for me is pretty high. Let's go back to my PowerPoint video. Here's some statistics that I've provided on my own channel. When I first started around 2012, it was very low, and then it jumped surprisingly to around $4.36. So that was pretty high per thousand views, the RPM. In 2014, it went down to $2.90. 2015, $2.04. And my worst year was, I believe, in 2016, where it was $1.44. But since then, it's risen back to around $3 in 2019 and 2020. So the range for me alone, I'm not talking about like professionals like the Ryan's kids or something. He might get a huger RPM number. For me, I've only experienced something from the range of $1.50 to $4.50. So if you're going to start out doing YouTube, this is what you can kind of expect, any range from there. So over here, I did the math for you. So if you have a video and you want to see how much money that video is making, let's say on average the RPM is $3, and you have a video that gets 1,000,000 views, take that 1,000,000 views, divide by 1,000, and then just multiply it by the RPM value. So a million views would generate around $3,000 for that person's video. Now, if they had 5 million views, instead that would be around $15,000, and well, 100 million views, that's $300,000. So I think you can set your expectations based on how many views you're getting on. Don't just look at one video, but combine all of your videos, because you might have. In my case, I'm an amateur and I just post videos, but of the thousands of videos I have, I'm able to get about in a year 1,000,000 to 2,000,000 views, and so that's what generates income. Let's go down to the next slide. And so over here, I talk about my own experience. So on average, I get around 150,000 to 180,000 views. And for this year, I'm averaging around $3 for my RPM. And so I did the math again just to show you what I'm getting, around $450 to $540. And so that's what I'm averaging, or can expect to average, if everything stays the same. And I'll take you back to the analytics page over here. I can show you in August, I made $534, and my RPM was around $3. And you can also see how many views I had. Again, I'm within 150,000 to 180,000. September, same range for views, 160,000, and my revenue was around $570. And so I just wanted to show you the expectation of how much money you're gonna get if you become better at YouTube, or if you just stay stagnant like me. So that's the math behind it. You can actually kind of guesstimate what someone's making per year if you just find out how many million views they get per year, and then divide that by 1,000 and multiply that by maybe 3. So that's like a rough average of their yearly income. It could be more. Like I said, I'm probably getting paid on the low end of YouTubers, so they might be making maybe double, maybe triple what I'm making. Let's go ahead. And so again, this value for RPM can range. Should change this instead to $4.50. Fixing my videos. And this is from my own personal experience, just $1.50 to $4.50. If you go onto YouTube or Google, you can Google this and figure out what the RPM is for different people. But this is from my own experience. And here I show you all the years that I've done it. I didn't put 17 and 18, but it's very irrelevant. These are the decent ranges that I'm working with. And so again, if you want to make more money, get more subscribers means more advertisers will pay you more money, because they see that you have repeat customers. And this in lieu should also increase your RPM. And also, if you make good videos with good content that gets a lot more views, i.e. more views, then that's a great way you can make more money. Easily said than done. And so if at the end of this you're still going like, what do you mean? Here are some numbers. So if you had 2 million views in a year from your YouTube channel, you can make potentially $6,000 a year. 10 million views means around $30,000 a year. 20 million views means around $60,000 a year. And 50 million views means $150,000 for the year. So I don't know. This might be very conservative. Other people might be able to get a lot more money. Again, with more subscribers, more money. And so finally, is my own statistics. My lifetime statistics for having about 12 million views is just a little under 30,000, or 29,000 to be around the value. And so this is what you can kind of expect to see. Hopefully my statistics are in line with other amateur YouTubers. And so I hope if you decide you want to do YouTubing, go ahead. I mean, this is more to set more reasonable expectations out of YouTube. And there's other ways to make revenue once you start doing YouTube, like sponsorship and ads through actual specific companies. So think of that also. There's like Amazon Associates and whatnot. And so hopefully this is a little helpful to people who are starting up doing YouTube. Good luck to them. It's a lot more competition these days because YouTube wants to get more popular people versus average Joes like me. Over and out. Good luck.